On a luxurious cruise ship, a notorious ex-crime lord, who'd gone straight, was marrying his beloved.
99 other women, stand-ins for his bride, were treated like mere playthings and distributed to his men. Only I remained, unwanted and alone, chilling on the deck, my heart set on dying. I had been thrust into this world, and I'd poured everything I had into saving 4 male leads, who'd been driven to madness by the story's true heroine. But I failed. The system said I could return to my real world for 3 precious days to say goodbye to Grandma if I died here. Without a second thought, I plunged into the icy water. Release. It was finally here. But as consciousness faded, I saw someone swimming desperately towards me. Guests swarmed around the crime lord's bride, their celebratory chatter meaningless to me. I easily found a secluded spot. My broken leg screamed in protest, each movement a tearing agony as I hoisted myself over the railing. What was a little pain, if it meant seeing Grandma? With a relieved smile, I resolutely jumped. In the frigid embrace of the ocean, I looked back on 15 years of absurd existence. I had been thrust into this world with a mission, to save the male leads driven to madness by the heroine. If I could successfully save just one of them, I could escape a fatal car accident in my real world. But in the end, I failed all 4. Every time Isabella, the world's chosen heroine, reappeared, all my efforts at redemption were instantly erased. Seawater flooded my nose and mouth. I thought I could finally find release. But then, a strong arm clamped around me, holding me tight. Through the haze, I saw his frantically worried face. Then, I completely blacked out. When I woke up, my throat burned. Staring at the unfamiliar white ceiling, I knew I hadn't died. Why was even dying so difficult? I turned my head and saw an exceptionally handsome face. His gaze was downcast, his expression utterly blank. He looked like a marble statue, or an ancient deity stepped out of a forgotten legend. Wait, wasn't this Julian? One of my targets. The Julian who once told me, without you, I would have already fallen into hell. As if possessed, I reached out and touched the blessed wooden bracelet I'd gotten for him years ago, still on his wrist. His eyes snapped open, a sharp gaze piercing me. Scarlet, what game are you playing now? I pulled my hand back as if burned, my heart seizing in my chest. He thought I was trying to manipulate him again, to win his pity. But he'd forgotten. 15 years ago, it was Isabella, the woman he deeply loved, who framed him, destroying his family. He'd plunged into utter despair, retreating from the world. It was I who stayed by his side, day and night, tirelessly caring for him, shielding him from all the ruthless debt collectors, helping him rebuild his life bit by bit. He'd once held me tight and said he wouldn't exist without me. But now, his eyes held nothing but disgust and contempt for me. All my sacrifices, in his eyes, were utterly worthless. Julian spoke with chilling indifference. Isabella has always been frail, and she's been busy all day. She's not feeling well now and needs your blood. The doctor nearby tried to interject. Miss Scarlet just fell into the water. She's very weak. She's perfectly fine. She's got a thick skin. A little blood is nothing. He brutally cut off the doctor. This is the only way she can help Isabella. She should be grateful. I stared at Julian, a bitter taste spreading through my heart. If you love her so much, why aren't you by her side? Watching her marry Roman, becoming his hidden shadow, are you truly content with that? The system said he was going to turn dark, that I needed to save him. But this pathetic, self-sacrificing devotion for love, how is this turning dark? Isabella is different. His features softened instantly. Back in the orphanage, she was the only one who gave me warmth. That kindness, I'll never forget it. The orphanage again. I looked at him, my mind a blank. Right, the system had said it. Isabella was the destined heroine of this world. She and the 4 male leads shared a supposedly beautiful childhood in that orphanage. Even if she later left them bruised and battered, all it took was her return, a few tears, and a few soft words, and everything anyone else had done for them seemed to reset to zero. After they were done draining my blood, my vision swam, threatening to black out completely. I was on the verge of losing consciousness, my mind drifting. If I just sleep now, will I finally return to my world and see Grandma? Grandma, Scarlet misses you so much. Late that night, I woke up again, feeling a little stronger. Damn it, I still couldn't die. Even death was this difficult. I looked around, recognizing this as Julian's secluded retreat. Then I remembered the rumors. The remote trails behind the retreat were rumored to be infested with venomous snakes. Without hesitation, I stumbled towards the back trails. My broken leg made my steps agonizingly slow, but I pushed on, utterly resolute. Just as a venomous snake was about to strike, I was violently pulled back. Scarlet, are you insane? It was Julian. How was he here again? He gripped my arm, his strength so immense I thought my bones would shatter. His face was contorted with a mixture of panic and fury I'd never seen before. Are you trying to die, huh? He growled, complex emotions swirling in his eyes. First jumping off the cruise, now provoking venomous snakes. Are you that desperate for my attention? Attention? I yanked my arm from his grasp, a cold laugh escaping my lips. If I die, I won't be in your way anymore, and I won't threaten Isabella, the woman you hold so dear, will I? You should be happy. I shoved him away, turning back towards the snake. Death. I had to die here today. He grabbed me again, and my arm scraped against a rock, a sharp sting. Stop trying to play the victim. He roughly seized my hand, his voice thick with impatience. Go put some ointment on that wound. As he forcibly dragged me back, I saw the bracelet on his wrist again. It reminded me of the lucky charm Grandma gave me. Good thing I hadn't given that to this ungrateful bastard back then. I was going home to Grandma now, and I needed to take it with me. While they weren't paying attention, I quietly slipped away. That lucky charm, Grandma had embroidered it herself. The stitches were meticulously neat, depicting beautifully embellished embroidered lovebirds, a symbol of enduring happiness, imbued with her deepest blessings for me. Grandma had always hoped I'd find a good husband and live a life of peace and happiness. I used to naively think that if I could successfully save any of them, I'd give that lucky charm, imbued with Grandma's heartfelt wishes, to him, letting her witness my happiness. But alas, none of them deserved it. I returned to my Uncle Ryder's house to get the charm, but I found him staring blankly at a portrait of Isabella. Ryder, a decorated veteran, who'd been confined to a wheelchair. He willingly served as Isabella's personal security, only to be brutally humiliated by her. She even manipulated him, causing him to become permanently disabled. It was I who stayed by his side, day after day, helping him with his physical therapy, encouraging him to stand again. I cooked for him every day. He initially resented my presence, but later, he grew protective, doting on me, forbidding me from cooking. He lovingly prepared every single meal for me. But then Isabella came back, and with a sudden, casual mention of a dog fur allergy, he didn't hesitate to throw the little dog we'd raised together for so long, who we treated like family, from a tall building. That little dog was a gift from him, bought after he finally accepted me. We had promised to rely on each other. It had accompanied us through so many happy times. But because of Isabella's dismissive comment, he ended its life without a single blink. I used to fear such abandonment. Now, I craved it. I ignored my uncle and walked straight into my room, only to find it completely empty. Where are my things?